Most people think of job searching as a necessary evil, a checklist, or a waiting game. But what if I told you your job search could be the best leadership training you'll ever go through? Because when done right, it doesn't just land you a job. It helps you develop the 7 high income transferable skills that CEOs master and embody every day. These are the same traits that make leaders magnetic. And the best part, you don't need a title to start practicing them. Whether you're in transition, rethinking your role, or aiming for something bigger, this is your moment to upgrade your thinking, your habits, and your value. Because when you master these 7 skills and practice them at every chance, you don't chase opportunities, they come to you. The first is visionary leadership. Every great leader starts with a vision. Your job search is no different. Instead of scrolling through job boards waiting to feel excited, you decide where you're going. You craft your vision. Then work backward and ask yourself, what kind of life do I want to build? What kind of leader do I want to become? What kind of impact do I want to have? And once you define that, you stop reacting and start leading. Because charting your path isn't about luck, it's about leadership. 2 is self-awareness. You can't position yourself if you don't know yourself. A job search forces you to ask, what are my strengths? What kind of environment helps me thrive? What kind of roles drain me and why? CEOs are deeply self-aware. They know what they bring to the table and where they need support. When you build that same level of clarity, you become more authentic, more confident, and more aligned. Know yourself so clearly that others don't have to guess what you bring to the table. 3rd is communication. This is your ability to shape how people experience you. Yes, it's about your CV and your interviews, but it goes so much deeper than that. It's how you make people believe in your potential. Think about it. Great leaders don't just list facts, they cast vision. They inspire trust. That's what you learn when you practice sharing your story clearly, confidently, and with conviction. When you speak with clarity, people listen. When you speak with vision, they follow. 4 is asking powerful questions. This is a skill CEOs use constantly, and you should too. Because your job search isn't just about answering questions, it's about asking them. The quality of your questions determines the quality of your decisions. So ask open-ended questions in interviews like, what does success look like for this role in the first 90 days? Or what makes people stay here long-term? Or how will you and I be working together? And what challenges are you most excited about solving this year? These types of questions don't just give you better insight, they show you're thinking like a leader. Because leaders don't just ask questions, they ask the ones that change the room. 5 is negotiation. So when the offer comes, don't just say yes. CEOs are constantly negotiating with clients, boards, investors, teams. They learn to communicate value without creating friction. In your job search, you get to build the same skill. Know your worth, make a confident ask, and express it in a way that builds trust, not tension. Negotiation isn't about being pushy. It's about expressing what you need with calm clarity. Great neighbors don't fight. They create faith. 6 is time management. And here's something most people miss. A job transition gives you time, and that time is precious. So use it like a leader. Set boundaries, build routines, use your calendar like a CEO uses theirs to protect energy, not just scheduled meetings. Whether it's a morning run, batching outreach, or only taking calls at set times, use this phase to align your environment with your future self. Don't fill your time, design it. Which brings us to number 7, risk management. Every CEO has to make decisions with incomplete information. That's risk, and how you handle it determines long-term success. In your job search, risk shows up as accepting a role at a new company, stepping into a new industry, or taking a bet on your own growth. So don't ignore the risk, assess it, ask the right questions, gather input, and have a plan. It's not about avoiding uncertainty, but it's about becoming comfortable with it. Uncertainty isn't the enemy, unpreparedness is. So let's recap the 7 high-income, high-impact CEO-level skills you can build in your job search. Visionary leadership, self-awareness, communication, asking powerful questions, negotiation, time management, and risk management. You don't need a C-suite title to start practicing these. You need intention, repetition, reflection. So start now, and you won't just land a better role, you'll become a better leader. And if you're ready to turn your job search into a leadership transformation, grab a copy of my book, Sell Yourself Like a CEO. It's a step-by-step playbook to help you gain the clarity, confidence, and charisma of a CEO to attract better offers faster by becoming the kind of person people want to work with. Because when you master these 7 skills, you don't chase opportunity, you can create it. So get the book, claim your path, lead with clarity, and I'll see you in the next episode.